A recent study revealed that by 2017, 1 billion people will have carried out some kind of banking transaction on their phone. Africa is leading the way in mobile banking, and Richard Willcox has been looking into this for us. Rich, why is Africa at the forefront of this technology?
Well, firstly, that's a really fascinating stat that really needs to be appreciated. 1 billion people doing a transaction on their mobile phone. But as you said, Africa's at the forefront of this. You've got a large continent with a lot of emerging economies. And the reason it's at the forefront is largely due to the necessity. You've got a lot of people living in rural areas. They're not close to a branch, they can't pop in, they're many hundreds of miles away. As well as that, they've got very poor infrastructure of landlines in the country, so they're already on their mobiles, so it makes sense for them to be able to do their banking via the mobile phone.
And what can we learn from this in the UK and in Europe? Is there a future for mobile banking in the West?
Definitely, definitely. I think it's a certainty because it's best for both parties, the consumer doing the banking and the banks themselves. Until recently, banking meant going out on your lunch break to the local branch and joining a very long queue of other people with the same idea to do their banking. And recent developments have seen a lot more available to your PC, but not so much to the mobile. And it makes sense in the future to really develop this so people can do their banking while sitting on the train, commuting into work, or sitting at home at night, paying bills and doing direct debits. And it makes sense for the bank as well, because at the moment they've got many hundreds and thousands of branches all across the country, which is very expensive in terms of owning the buildings, the rent, and all the staff. If you could put more of your resources into the mobile interface, it's going to make much more sense economically, and it's what the people want. If you look at banks at the moment, they're already kind of downsizing. You walk into a branch, and where they used to have 5 counters, they've now got 1, and a load of machines that are doing it for you. So basically, the bank is now going to move from the high street into the palm of the consumer.
Well, when that happens, we'll be there to report on it. More on this story and others at mobiletechnologyreport.com. We'll see you next week.